back at it again with another video. Um, hold on. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, today we're talking about 7 reasons why off-season wrestling is important. I have a whole list on this monitor. Um, if you think there's any other reasons why it's important, obviously, comment it. I'm really bad at this. I'll get better at it over time. But first, we're gonna talk about skill development. So, with off-season wrestling, we all know our skills are gonna get better by like a million percent because we're putting in the extra work that nobody else is putting in. Well, I mean, there's other people putting it in, and I'm not saying nobody's, but I'm not saying nobody's putting it in, but I'm saying the extra work that a lot of people don't put in. Your skills are gonna get better. You're in general just gonna get better than most people. Next, physical conditioning. If you take your off-season wrestling serious and you like actually do the same workouts that you were doing during season or harder, your physical conditioning is going to be better. By the time we're in season and you were doing the same workouts, right? Hypothetically, you're doing the same workouts, then you're going to be 10 times better than everybody else on that mat. And it's probably going to take you longer to get tired. Um, Number three, we're going to get mat time and experience. What did I write for that one? I don't know, so we're going to read it. I don't know how to spell. Anyway, the time on the mat's also pretty important in general. The more time we have on a mat, the more experience we have, which also leads back to number one, skill development. You're going to be better, right? You're going to know more on what to do, how people react to certain things. Like, for example, like setting up a double leg, like feeling on the head, snap, 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 shooting, stuff like that. Just in general, everything's going to get better. Scroll. All right, we're on number four. Mental toughness. This video is really fast because I have to do something, but I need to post a video, and that's what I'm gonna do. Mental toughness. In general, most people in wrestling, and I'm gonna exaggerate on this, are not mentally tough enough. Like if we notice in the beginning of the season, you're gonna have like those random scrubs doing whatever the fuck they're doing, and they just genuinely just dip like not even halfway through the season, like not even a quarter. The mental toughness for wrestling needs to be there. You need to always be in the game, in the zone at all times. And like me, I'm just like slow, um, and I don't really think much. But most people that are really good in general are highly mentally tough and are just better overall in the mental aspect. Then we're going injury and recovery protection. I don't know why I wrote that. In general, I believe that the exact opposite, because we're doing more work and more likely you're gonna get injured. But uh, yeah, that's a dumb one. So um, don't know why I wrote that. Anyway, competitive edge. We got competitive edge. Competitive, right? So the competitive edge is going to be a big thing because since we're wrestling off season, and I'm assuming you're wrestling preseason too. Well, preseason's more mandatory than off season is, 100%. But anyway, if you're wrestling off season and you're just continually wrestling the whole time, a lot of people that don't wrestle off season aren't going to be as competitive as you because they're not working as hard as you are in general. And you are putting in this extra work, this extra competition for, let's say, your next freestyle tournament that's coming up in next week. Like there's one, what's today's date? 21st. There's one on the 25th. Spartan Scuffle, or 23rd. 23rd Spartan Scuffle. If you, let's say you're practicing for that, you're getting ready for that. You're just gonna get better overall. Um, in general, during the season and during the off season and during the preseason, you're always gonna have the competitive edge, and you're always gonna be more mentally tough, which was number four. Oh my God! Look at me going back in the numbers. Jesus. And goal setting and reflection. This is a big thing. A lot of coaches talk about it. My coaches talked about it. Previous coaches I've had talked about it. that you should always set a goal for every practice, right? Every practice we want to work on one specific thing, right? Which is probably the smartest thing any coach can tell you. If you're working on getting better at this one thing, like I want to get better at my tilts, which I do want to get better at my tilts. My tilts are buns. Never do tilts, but I want to get better at them. Then obviously I'm gonna go to practice. I'm gonna work tilts. I'm gonna learn more moves about them. I'm gonna learn more about tilts, how to work the body with a tilt, things like that. Um, let's say I want to work leg riding. My goal in practice is to work leg riding in that practice, and I'm gonna learn leg riding, and I'm gonna get better at it. And obviously, it's not gonna get better in one practice. You're gonna have to take a gazillion practices to make this better. But yeah, that's another thing. And reflection. If we can reflect back at what we're not good at through film, which is posted all over this channel. If you go on this channel, there's film everywhere, from AAU states to my first ever high school match. Um, yeah. So looking at your film is really important. Obviously, when you have time to do it, watch your film. See what you messed up on. Why did I get taken down at this specific spot? Like if you watch my AAU folk style match, which I'll plug up in the video, you'll notice in at some point I stand really high and then I get taken down. That's reflection, and I'm learning better. Um, that's pretty much everything for the video. I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, post notifications, all that good stuff. Bada bing, bada boom, and the video's over.